When I was 23 years old, I remember going through the most difficult time in life that I've ever had to go through. I was waking up stressed, depressed, worried every single day. And I kept asking myself, is life supposed to be this hard? Like, damn, why is it so hard? And I just felt stuck. I felt lost. I felt scared, and I did not know how to get out of that place. And I know that's an all too familiar feeling that a lot of us have. And maybe you have that same feeling today. So, today I want to talk to you about four things to do when you feel stuck in life. So, if you personally feel stuck or you know someone who is, please stick around to hear these tips. Hi, my name is Kayla. Welcome to my channel, Embody and Body, where we talk about all things that nourish the heart, the mind, the body, and the soul. Today, I want to talk to you about four things to do when you feel stuck in life. And these are four things that I personally did, and I'm currently on step number four. So it is my hope that they will be of some use to you as well. When I felt stuck in life and felt like I was ready to make a change, the very first thing I did was spend time in self reflection. So, for me personally, this looked like journaling, this looked like praying or taking time to just think to myself. Or even talking to myself. And some people may think that that's weird, but I would hold and still to this day sometimes hold full blown conversations because I really wanted to break down, how did I get here? Why am I here? What did I do? Whether it was wrong or right, what did I do? Because it's about being informed. You want to make sure that going forward, you're not making the same choices and the same decisions that you did so that you won't continue to live the same experience, right? Once I had a good understanding of that, I then had to take time to think about where I wanted to be. And I think this is why I stayed stuck as long as I did, is because I didn't know where I wanted to be. I just knew that I didn't want to stay in the same situation. And that's not quite enough to be able to become unstuck. You have to really be precise, really be strategic and intentional when you're planning, because if you're not, you're going to continue to have the same experience. So I got real about where it is that I wanted to be, even though I didn't quite know how to achieve it yet. So then you move on to step two. Step two is you do mindset work. When it comes to mindset work, the goal is to break down what your thoughts are, what your beliefs are. And for me personally, I was thinking life is hard. Life is always going to be hard. I am always going to be stuck. I can't get out of this situation. I just have to deal with it. And if you have those kind of thoughts, if you have that kind of mindset, you will continue to have that same experience. So, what I did was began to listen to people who helped me reframe that thought pattern. I listened to motivational speakers like Eric Thomas. I listened to Les Brown, and it really helped me to recognize that I was in control of my life. Another thing that you have to recognize with this step, the mindset work, is that you can't place blame. Even if there is blame to be placed, somebody really and honestly might be at fault for, how your life is turning out. But it is important that if you are going to move forward and change your life, you have to look internally. If you look externally, then that means you're at the mercy of somebody else. That means somebody else is in control of how your life is going, which means you don't have the ability to change it. But if you're in control, then you get to determine how you move forward. And it's important to ingrain that mindset at this early stage. It's important to ingrain that type of mindset so that you can get to where it is that you want to be. Step three is the hardest of the four steps, but it is one of the more crucial steps. If you've done step one, you spent time in self-reflection, you spent time doing the mindset work, but you don't do step number three, you're not going to be able to move forward, and you will continue to be stuck in a pattern. So step number three is to make drastic change. And I don't mean little change, I don't mean just tiny little tweaks. You need to do something big, you need to do something drastic. And the reason I say drastic is because your circumstances will respond to your actions, will respond to your behaviors. I'm sure you've heard the saying that if you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. If you want to have a different life or experience different things, you're going to have to do something different. And I know personally that it can't just be little tweaks. I was stuck in my personal situation for years because I was too scared to be uncomfortable. I was scared to be scared. I was scared of what was on the other side of being uncomfortable. And it caused me to live the same experience 2019, 2020, 2021. And it became apparent to me in 2022 that this little stuff that I keep trying to do to change my situation is not enough. And here's another thing that I think you have to understand. You may be thinking right now as you're watching this video, well, what is that change? What do I need to do? I guarantee that after you spent time in self reflection and after you've done the mindset work, you're going to know exactly what it is that you need to do. And I knew what it is that I needed to do, but I didn't do it. And that basically makes steps 1 and 2 pointless because there's no follow through. So you have to follow through in order to move out of the place that you're currently in. Basically, big action. So for you, that may be cutting off relationships, that may be finding a different job, that may be ending a relationship or starting a business. It could be anything. And I know that you personally are going to know after you do steps 1 and 2. So after you've done your self reflection, after you've done the mindset work, and after you've made this drastic big change for your life, then you got to do step number 4, and that's to wait and work. So, what I mean is that you got to wait patiently. Things don't change overnight, they will change, little by little, but it's not going to change overnight. You've got to wait, and you have to work on yourself. You have to work on becoming the person that is capable of producing that life or manifesting that goal or that vision, whatever it was that you decided that you wanted to achieve. And as you're doing that, you're working to grow, to progress, to become a different person. Basically, you're working on self mastery. As you're doing that, you're celebrating that even though I'm not where I want to be, even though I may not be who I want to be yet, I'm not where I was and I'm not who I was. And that's cause for celebration. Give yourself a round of applause once you get out of that low place, because that was something hard that you had to do. It was something hard that I had to do. But things do change, and you are capable of changing your life, and you're in control, and you can make everything better, and you can make everything different. You just have to believe in that, and you have to decide that you will do whatever it takes to finally get unstuck. So I really hope that these tips help you. I hope that they can help someone that you know. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with somebody who needs it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.